Yeah, we're just here with Daniel. Daniel, you're not going to talk to 15-year-olds online anymore. You're done doing that?
Correct.
Yeah, and you're not going to invite them over for, like, gratification, like with, you know, dressing up or whatever?
Correct.
You're not going to send them videos?
We just had an hour conversation.
You're not going to send them videos of you anymore?
No.
All right, so what's going on? You live
It's
here?
a long story.
Daniel, come outside so we can have a conversation.
Daniel, come on. My legs are soaked from your damn sprinkler. I just want to talk.
We know you're home. We know that's your car out front.
Yeah, we don't want to cause any trouble. We just want to talk.
Yeah, but can you just come outside and have a talk with us real quick? We don't want to be causing too much of a disturbance, yelling or trying to get you to come outside.
It's just me. I'm Douglas King Jr. with Leave Them Kids Alone. We just want to have a conversation.
Just a conversation so we don't have to call authorities or take this anywhere else.
We don't want to do anything like that. We just want to talk to you about it in person.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Douglas King Jr. Nice to meet you, sir.
Donnie Berger, brother. Nice to meet you.
What's up?
Yeah.
Why you got cameras on?
Oh, no. It's
Just for everybody's
safety
safety.
purposes. So, you know, we're not here to hurt your ass for money or anything. We just,
And you
like,
can't say we hurt you or ask for money or anything like that.
It's just like for extra assurances and security purposes. Yeah, we just want to have a conversation about Daniela. Do you have a second to talk about that with us?
We just wanted to like keep it honest,
Yeah.
keep it straightforward, and it just ends here tonight.
Yeah, do you care if we go and talk in the light just for safety?
I don't want people to see us call the cops, nothing like that.
So we understand, you know, you've been talking with this Daniela character, is that safe to say? Like,
Correct.
You know, and how old did she tell you she was?
20.
20?
Can we try again?
Yes.
20?
20?
Let's try one more time. Because, all right, how about this? Before we keep going, we want to keep this honest. We want to keep this straightforward. And if you were really just telling us the truth right off the bat, bro, I'd be scared. I'd be like, what is this, a sociopath?
Yeah.
But, like, you're honest. I mean, I want you to be honest. It shows that you have, like, morals. You have a conscience. You're not happy about this.
So
You guys are cops?
no, we're
No.
not. No, we're,
Do we look like cops?
Yes, you do.
No, we're the #1 guys who want to talk to. We're just like some punks from Long Island, and like, you know, we just want to help out with like people not talk to adults. Like, we want kids to not talk to adults and adults not talk to kids. That's the bottom line.
Because kids be getting adults in trouble with this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so we're not.
She probably
yeah.
contacted you first or something, right?
What happened?
Did she contact you first?
Yeah, on a dating site.
That's, yeah, which she
Yeah.
shouldn't even be on.
Exactly.
On Grindr.
Yeah, right. And that's messed up that these kids go on there trying to trick good men like yourself. We know that.
Grindr's 18 and up. We all know that.
Correct.
So it's ridiculous that she's on here in the first place.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that's like, you know, and like we understand, you know, because if you tell a kid like, hey, stop talking to people online, like you're gonna make you and they're gonna do their thing, you know.
Right.
But like, you know, just like we know with adults, we can reason with them, but we just want to like kind of figure out, you know, a little bit more like background and like some context as to like, you know, why some of this stuff might have been talked about. We know you're not a bad guy, and like it's online bull.
No, it's online drunk at night. You know how it goes.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're all
So-
boys.
Shit.
Fuck it.
Right.
You wouldn't do normally, and
Of course.
so on and so forth.
Yeah, so that's why, you know, we just like kind of want to
But
clear
no,
up
I'm
the-
not like a.
No,
of
no,
course
not at all.
We know
If
that.
you were, we wouldn't even be here. The cops would be here. They'd be
Yeah,
talking to you.
yeah. Like-
We're like, this guy's not that bad. Let's just talk to him.
Yeah, we think like Daniela's family. I think it's like some kind of like they're like undocumented or some shit like that. So you know, given all this Trump shit going on, and like deporting all the immigrants, they're probably afraid to go to the cops. So they're probably get deported themselves.
Correct.
So we're just like kind of like you know, an intermediary group that people get in contact with to like, you know, kind of sell these things because she's worried. You know, I guess her mom's worried about her and you know wants to make sure she's safe. And she's like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, okay, like, you know, we'll go and have a conversation, just make sure, like, we understand what's happening. Like, how common is it, like, that, like, people around Daniela's age get in these apps and just start talking to you, saying all this crazy stuff? Like,
Well, I mean, most of them are fake or scammers.
Yeah.
right. But, like, it's like people are like, hey, I'm yada yada. Like, you know.
That's rare.
Yeah. And, like, so, like, when did you find out, like, when did she tell you, like, hey, I'm
Like after we were talking on Grindr that we
Yeah.
exchanged numbers.
Oh, so when you guys got over the text?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I didn't know till then. At that point, then I already said stuff and did stuff I probably shouldn't have, but I didn't know somebody.
And you're not, yeah, you can't get in trouble at that point because you didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Anything that happened, like, yeah.
And nothing happened. No, I never even met the person in life.
But
No,
no,
of course.
so no
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry to cut you off, but no like sexual text or anything after you found out about her age, just before, right?
I think so, yeah.
You think so after, you think so before?
I think before.
Okay, because I skimmed through them really quick. I wasn't, because I hate reading these things. They're so nasty.
Yeah.
And you did find out. And at first you were like, whoa, I thought you were 20. That's illegal. I can't do that.
Right.
So I was like, all right, he got more remorse. It's good. But then you kept going, and then you were like, okay, well, what have you done? How much have you done? Are you trans? Can I see? What did you mean by when you said, can I see?
see the person. You know.
You already saw 4 selfies of her though before
Yeah,
that.
but I thought it was fake too. It was like raised suspicion.
Yeah.
The same pictures over and over. I'm like, this is like fake or scam or
Yeah.
So when she
or-
said see what, what'd you say?
What do you mean?
Like when she said, what do you want to see? What did you say to that?
It's like a full body picture, not just like a headshot.
All right.
Like a
I mean, you said
thumb.
anything, so it kind of, you know, it could be anything, I guess.
Yeah. So is it you know, once you found out her age, did you send any other pictures to her, like anything like that?
There was some. I don't remember all of them.
Like, do you? So
Were they
like,
more
like,
pics?
I'm sorry.
Were they like more like photos or other stuff?
Just one, and that was before the fact that I knew.
Any images sent after you knew?
As far as like
I guess. You know what I mean?
no,
No?
no,
Okay.
no like body pictures or.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Because that's what I was
naked
worried
pictures,
about.
stuff like that.
Yeah. So, really, truthfully, what does
So
bring
what do you
us-
guys do? I mean,
Well,
I don't understand this.
our thing is to just like, you know, have a conversation, figure out like, you know,
So
why
is
this-
Danielle a real?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
real.
she's a real
No,
girl.
That's why we're here.
She's in the car.
No, come on.
We don't bring the kids to the time.
We can't bring them to them.
Like, you know, because that's like our whole point is to get in the middle of that, because we don't want you to go down this path like of like, you know, talking about like, you know, having a thing with, you know.
Correct.
And so, you know, why we're here is because there were some invitations from your end.
Correct.
So I gotta ask, because you knew her age, what was your intention with that?
I didn't say anything. You just want to come over and hang out, like friends, watch
Yeah.
TV. That's what I
Right.
said. I never
Were you
said
guys,
we're gonna do this or we're gonna do- never said anything like that.
Were you
Right.
guys
We're not
gonna
come over and have fun. Well, no.
try anything on? Because
Well, yeah,
here,
she says she's trans, so I said, yeah, I have like,
Yeah.
yeah.
that's you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I have
Nothing wrong with dressing up. It's
Yeah,
cool.
no,
No,
we
they
don't
dress up once in a while.
We don't judge
But-
any of this. Like,
No,
we're not judging.
no. But nothing like that. No. I never.
Yeah.
We never said we'd come over and do this. We never had that conversation.
Right. So I
She want to
get.
hang out, fine. When I was TV, we want to hang out, fine. And she kept saying, "Well, what does that mean? What's that?" I was like, "Just hang out, it's fine. It's nothing
Yeah.
illegal about hanging out with someone.
No, of course. So I
we're
guess.
we're not doing anything."
So I
She
guess
did
like
it.
have you ever hung out with someone around her age like that? But like not even like, I'm not saying like after, but I'm saying
No.
like why? So how come this time you were so ready to do that? You know what I mean?
Because I was drunk as fuck.
Right.
That's the night that, that night and a couple nights after that probably. So
Yeah. So like
But no, I never did before.
Okay.
Absolutely no.
So I guess so, because the way the conversations went with Daniela, we know how this thing goes. We know there's others. So I guess like how common is it like on these apps that like other people around her age like start flirting with you and having these types
Like
of
I said, this is
conversations?
the first time ever I seen that on that grinder, and even other websites.
Well,
It's very rare.
Yeah. What other websites are you on?
Not Tinder, Grindr, Tammy.
Chat. What's that?
It's like what do you call it? It's like a gay website.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
men
No.
and women.
Yeah. So I gotta because.
But it's very, very rare. That was the first time ever, I think, that I actually went like that for. So
Well.
never before, and I've been on a lot of websites throughout the years.
Yeah, like, I don't
and even
think-
regular, like, legit stuff like Tinder or whatever. So,
Yeah, I don't think like this is like this might be the first time that you invited one over
Correct.
to your house, but I think let's be real, like if this was the first time that like this person was messaging you online, you would have told them to off because I
I
imagine
kind of did, but I didn't, and that's my bad.
Kinda, sort of,
Yeah.
didn't, that's
Again,
like,
judgment's blurred.
yeah, I understand because you're drunk, but
Right,
like,
because you're like,
yeah,
But you guys also started chatting September 5th. So it's been, was it like 15
2
days?
weeks roughly.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
You haven't been drunk for 2 weeks straight now, right?
I drink every night, but
Oh, that's not healthy, brother. Come on.
I know it's not
It gets you caught up like this.
Yeah,
And
there's
you-
co-
you
there's
work all day, too.
conversations during
I
the
do
day.
work.
Yeah, what do you
Mhm.
do for work?
I work for the county. So
Are you familiar with the app like Telegram and that kind of thing?
I don't use Telegram.
Not
I
Telegram.
heard of it. I don't use it.
So
I think most of scammers use it.
A lot of scammers
Yeah, because
are.
every time I'm at Telegram, it's right away, boom, scammer.
yeah. So what other like social media apps are you on? Just
TikTok,
TikTok.
Instagram.
Yeah. Okay, so I know, and if I may ask a couple more questions that are a little more personal, but like, you know, we're just trying to kind of wrap our head around the situation because we know you're not a bad guy. We know you're not
a
like.
bad guy.
This has been a good talk so far too.
Yeah,
Thank you for that.
Really
Appreciate that, brother.
I appreciate it.
Man. Yeah, so, you know.
I mean, yeah.
So what I think, you know, because, you know, obviously Danielle is young, you know, years old, and like I think not that you invite them over to your house. I'm not saying that, but like I think, you know, conversations that might have been a little bit like drunken, like a little like lapsed judgment might have taken place
Correct.
between you and some other.
Correct.
So with like people like around Danielle's age, like, you know,
Normally, no. That's like the first time.
I don't think it's the first time.
100%.
It's never the first time. So
I'm not lying to you.
I'm just telling you from like personal experience. Like if I sent a girl like an image, which is fine, we're men, we could do whatever we want. And if she told me after I would be heartbroken. You know what I mean? It wouldn't even be like oh, I didn't do nothing illegal. It would just be like I'd be heartbroken.
Yeah, man.
On ad, or I wouldn't know. You know, I wouldn't know what to do.
I mean, understand it's like it's a crazy thing. Two guys coming to you at night, but like, you know, we're here because we know that Daniela was invited here tonight and yesterday, and like we weren't in town yesterday, but we know it happened tonight, so that's why we came to, you know, prevent that, because I think I think for for everyone's sake, it's the best thing that we came and not her.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Or the cops.
Yeah, or the cops, or
Right.
anything like that. Like, so, but the way that we want to kind of address this is very head-on, blunt, honesty, because we want to avoid things like this happening again in the future. We know you're not a bad guy. We know you're not like some, but, you know, the internet's a crazy place. Crazy shit happens. It sucks people in. It sucks good men in. Like, you're a hard-working dude. You work for the county. Like, come on. Like, you know, you're not a bad guy.
I work for the DA's office, as a matter of fact.
You work for the DA's office?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Get the hell out of
Oh,
here.
for real.
Probably make good money, bro.
No.
No, really?
Wow,
No,
I'm
county
shocked.
work, no.
Hey, so you're at like the Riverhead, like,
Correct.
wow, that's crazy. I had to go there for like some traffic. That's wild that you're there. I know Instagram is a hotbed of activity with this kind of stuff. The young they're on there, they're talking to like all these guys.
Everybody's on Instagram.
Is that safe to say that you...
TikTok's even more worse.
Oh my God, TikTok's terrible.
Yeah, it's unavoidable. Like they're just sharing shit left and right. So like, but I do want to ask though, because it helps me understand the situation we're in right now. So with Daniela, I think there might have been some stuff we might have seen, not of Daniela obviously, but of people like around her age that was a little bit inappropriate. And I'm not saying you were like going out of your way to find them. I'm not saying you were like, I'm gonna find.
You didn't even ask for it too, like,
Yeah,
because
you-
it just gets sent like that all
Yeah,
the
it
time.
just gets sent. So,
I'm 20, so okay, let's talk. And then
yeah,
it
and
goes-
then
it goes down the hill.
so like, have people like sent you stuff like trying to trade like that, like, you know,
Trade?
like, you know, naked kind of images,
Things that you didn't want, but they thought they were going to get something out. Because we're just really trying to catch the guys
Those
that
are
are
the people.
on here, like taking the videos with.
What do you mean, like
stuff.
blackmail and shit?
Not
No,
black,
no.
not black. We're talking like basically stuff like that.
I don't know.
doing
I
shit.
never,
But that's what I'm kind of referring to with like the TikTok and the Instagram. Like,
I never really experienced that on either of them.
Well, lucky you
Nobody
then.
ever sent
Good.
me anything.
lucky
I
you.
never
Good.
sent them anything. Like, nothing that was illegal I knew of.
Yeah.
So, you know,
But-
just normal bullshit. But
No, yeah, because I think, you know, there's a reason why it was like kind of normalized, I think, with Daniela. Like why it was like, okay, like, you know, she's
So that's a fake account that she said?
No, it's a real woman. No, we're
that's
trying
not
to.
what we're saying.
Sorry, yeah, explain
Yeah,
again.
We're saying that Daniela, like the reason why,
Well, how do you know she had an account on Grindr?
Her mother called us.
yeah,
Because her mother's been tracking the phone.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
Daniela has no
Exactly,
idea,
yeah.
and then her mother's been texting the last few hours to get us here to see you.
and like I said, I think they're undocumented or something, so that's why they're afraid to go to police, so they come to us, and
Right.
we are not police, and we don't want to involve police. We never do that.
You said we look like police.
Yeah,
At first, yeah.
I know. I can see how that
No,
camera
yeah,
make
I
it-
mean-
Yeah, because
they wear those fucking.
that's just for safety. But they wear the same one. That's why.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know about that.
Because if someone's knocking at the door and it's two dudes, and so
No, yeah.
it's not good.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
don't
come
worry,
out
we're
if two
just
dudes were
stupid-
knocking on my door.
I know, and that's why.
Regardless of what's going on.
No, yeah,
100%.
and we appreciate you coming out and like, you know, we're trying to keep it civil. The reason we started recording is because people have gotten violent with us, like, you know, because we're just trying to find out like what's going on with these things, and so people obviously in these circumstances don't like that, so they're like, oh,
I got hit by a car last week.
You got hit by a car?
I wish I was wearing this.
I had a lady spit on me and threatened to pull a gun. You know, this happened. So we and then like they go to police and they're like, they tried to attack me and take my money. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So that's all. That's why we are doing this. I don't want you to feel alarmed or anything like that.
No, I am alarmed, but
yeah,
you know.
I understand.
I get it, though. I get
it's
it.
It's a crazy conversation too. I understand, but
and it's a hard truth. It's a hard truth to face.
So our goal is to kind of address the hard truths, because you know Daniela is, and that was explained in the beginning, and then the conversations and the images exchanged were pretty in nature. So I don't think you were inviting her here just to hang out and watch TV. I think it was going to be kind of a little bit of a exploration into type stuff.
Because she did ask you, she said, well, what are we going to do? And you said, I can't tell you till you get here, and I can't text it. So if it was just watching TV, why wouldn't you just text it?
Oh, I said that we were going to watch TV.
You did say that, but
and
then afterwards...
She's like, oh, what are we going to do? I'm like, well, why are you pressing me? We're just going to hang out.
Well, you said I can't text it.
Why would I don't know who's on the other end.
Yeah, but...
regardless if I'm doing something or not.
Right, but like, what? So like, when you said you can't text it, what was the it in your mind?
Like, we're going to hang out and that's it. Whatever.
You can't text? We're going to watch TV?
No.
I thought you just heard you say it.
No, he said text. He said,
okay, sorry,
he said text.
My ears are f***ed up, man. Yeah, so with Daniela, like, you know, obviously that. But, like, we're also more concerned about...
So this happened in the past?
Oh, yeah.
That her mother told you about?
No, not with Daniela specifically, but we've had other mothers hit us up.
Exactly, yeah.
So this is something new with her?
This is the first case we've gotten where it's an illegal case.
Exactly.
Type. Yeah.
Like, other people, like, you know...
What do you mean illegal?
Well, like, they're, like, undocumented or something. So
Correct.
They're illegal.
They have no papers.
Yeah, and
sadly.
And other people, like, I don't know, they might be fucking criminals themselves, so they're like, I don't want to get the cops involved, and so, like, you know, it sounds kind of shady.
And
like,
how's some other find you guys? Like, what's going online? What do you?
Yeah, I can get you a business.
What do you guys do?
This is what we do. We just like kind of like settle these things. And
you get paid? Non-profit?
No, I wouldn't say we're a non-profit. Well, no, we're not a non-profit. We basically, but people do like donate and like to help out.
And how'd you get like my personal stuff in your phone?
She gave us the phone and we printed it out.
Yeah, like,
and isn't that illegal?
No, not at all.
Well, when you give the phone, no, we do background checks. Like, that's how.
Not illegal in the slightest.
No, and you sent the phone number and you sent the picture of the front address, so it's kind of like a no-brainer. And so that's how we managed to get here. And you know, but we really do just want to have an honest situation, because we know she's not the first. We know she's not the first person you've spoken to online.
Me?
But she can be the last. She can be the last.
We want her to be the last.
Come on, man.
Because it doesn't happen. It just doesn't
no one just wakes up one morning and they're like, today's the day.
The only reason it happened is because somebody texted me and they said we were 20. I'm like, they look cute.
No, but then you knew. Well, I'll give you the video. The video I forgot about because
I did know that after the fact. Correct.
And you kept trying.
But I never did it before.
Right, but like, I'm not saying you.
I'm mostly a woman guy, like a real woman.
And you look like, dude, you have a good job. You look fine. Like, why are you?
When was the last time you had a girlfriend? Or
it's been a while.
But like,
never had a boyfriend. Mostly just girlfriends.
But have you like been with men? And like, you don't have to answer. But like, no. I am just curious. Okay, so like, what brought you on the grinder in the first place?
I don't know. I just went on it one day.
Can I ask something? But you don't have to answer it. Are you publicly bisexual, or to the public you're more just into women? Like your family, your friends?
I identify as straight.
Okay, so, and I understand why you go on Grindr then, because you should be able to be yourself. You should be able to do what you want without a...
Yeah, I don't really go
without
out
shame.
With guys.
No, I mean, if you want to though, do your thing, but...
No.
As long as they're above age, you know what I mean? Boy, girl,
exactly.
You know.
And so...
You know...
Yeah. Wait, were you married in the past?
Never.
Okay. You didn't have no kids or nothing like that?
The bachelor life?
So...
So pretty much, yeah, man.
Good for you, brother.
I'm getting old. I'm going to be die alone.
No.
Come on, let's hope not. Let's hope not.
But let's say, so I guess because given, you know, you knew her age, you kept it going, got, you know, flirty and whatnot. When did you start to realize that you're down to like talk to younger people like under 18 like that? Like when did you first notice that
I never did before. Like I said, just till this.
So like, what
this
about
situation?
So what
which
about
has been 2
her?
weeks now?
Yeah, about.
So what
2
about
weeks.
her drove you to be like, you know what? I'm all right with it. I'm gonna just start sending videos and stuff like that. I'm just asking. I'm not judging. I'm not mad, but I am curious. Like, what led you to having that feeling that this is okay to do, and I'm gonna just do it?
Drinks.
Drinks. So
That's not a good excuse, though, brother. We,
No,
you
but
know,
it's true.
I know, but
Yeah, I guess it's not a great excuse. Yeah.
you work in the the DA office. Like, if somebody gets arrested for drunk driving, you know, it's not an excuse. But you know better.
Yeah.
I know.
So you've lived here for 14 years.
Yeah, it's 12, 14.
Yeah. So do you see like a lot of coming here and stuff like that? Because it's a family dentist.
Mostly adults.
Mostly adults. You know, in this case, like, there's no way they just woke. Like, even like in drunken stupids, I've gotten drunk and talked to girls online, and like, you know, I knew what I was doing. Like, you know, to a degree. Like, so, you know, that's one thing. But what I do want to ask though is because you didn't just wake up one morning and you're like, you know what, this 14, I'm all right with that. Like, she's 14, who cares? Like, that doesn't happen. So, what I'm trying to gauge is how long has this feeling you've had been where it's like, seems all right?
Like I said, like 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Never did it before.
2 weeks, man.
How old are you?
For real.
How old are you? 50?
54?
54?
Never before. No.
Are you having
Why'd you tell the
like,
decoy 46?
I'm sorry?
Why'd you tell the decoy 46? Or
I didn't want to
Danielle?
sound too old.
Okay, I'll give you that.
That's why.
No, I do that with other people. Because then nobody realizes anyways. How old are you? I'm
Yeah.
like 50.
And bro, you pass for 40.
Yeah,
Like, you
so
really
could be
do.
40, yeah, you look good for your age, man. Like 54.
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, like, are you going through like a midlife crisis or something? Like,
No, but I'm by myself, so, you know, you're lonely. You know.
oh yeah,
Can
No, I get it.
yeah,
Don't have a girlfriend, so
yeah.
go to work, come home, go to work, come home.
You got family? Not really in the area?
Yeah, I do.
All right. They're always someone good to turn to, bro. Your family, your mother, your brother, anyone who's around, just, you know.
Yeah.
You don't got to tell them, like, oh, I'm trying not to talk to a right now. Just tell them, like, hey, bro, like, let's go get a beer. Or, Mom, you want to watch a movie? Like,
Yeah. So, so I
I
mean,
mean, parents are really old, so I can't really talk to them
No,
about
I
that,
know what you
man.
mean,
They're
yeah.
like, my mom's like 80, my dad's like 87.
still alive, though.
Yeah.
God bless.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, you know,
Yeah. I mean,
I don't keep many friends, so I don't, you know,
Maybe that's something you should start doing, man.
I should.
yeah, because you know,
Keeps your mind, you know, keeps you distracted.
Keeps you off
Yeah.
the internet in, like, the public circle, and then, you know, it is what it is. Because,
Yeah.
you know, 20 years ago, before Meet 24 or Grindr or whatever, you probably were never talking to minors or nothing like
no,
that.
and that's
Never.
why the internet's so fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like it eliminates the barrier that normally exists between like adults and it kind of like blends it all together.
Correct.
And that's why I'm almost certain that she's not the first one you've talked to. Like, I'm almost certain of that because no one wakes up at 54 and is like, you know what, today's the day I'm gonna start talking to them. And I'm just pushing back because the way we want to do this is just like be honest, because
I get it.
our biggest concern is, you know, well, no, don't worry, no one's here. Our biggest concern is that, you know, we have our conversation, we walk out, and then there's just going to be some other Daniela on the internet that you find, and like the habit doesn't stop. We want to stop the habit in its tracks, and we notice the best way of doing that is by, you know, addressing the hard truths that are uncomfortable and just trying to work through it by a conversation.
I understand that.
You understand? So okay, I guess with Daniela, you know, obviously like, there was like stuff talked about. Is it safe to say maybe somewhere on the internet, because you're on Instagram, you're on these other things, that maybe you might have seen something that kind of triggered this normalization of like being in your brain?
Not really, no.
Like, you know, like no one's ever like sent you like a.
That's the devil. That's what it is.
Of
No,
course.
100%.
No, of course it's
Yeah.
the devil for sure. So
He's in everybody.
yeah, I mean, everyone's got the
No, I do,
shadow.
yeah.
I know
Yeah,
all
man,
that.
yeah, man.
Was
Gotta
it
push 'em away every day.
Nietzsche? Is that Nietzsche said that? Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, but, so,
But that's just the devil.
But the devil exists also, like you said, the devil's in a lot of people. So a lot of times he's like the devil acts in people to try to tempt good men like you.
Correct.
And so what I'm asking is, has anyone on these apps, whether it's Instagram or
TikTok.
TikTok, has that kind of shit ever been like offered to be sent to you? Like, you know, if someone's like, hey, I got these like videos and pictures of kids.
Actually, never.
That's never happened?
No.
Really? I'm not
Really?
saying. I'm not saying
You're not gonna get in trouble just for admitting that
I'm
someone
not gonna
sent
lie,
you
I'm
something.
telling you.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I get it.
If I did, I would tell you, but it's not the case.
Because I'm just like curious then as to like.
It doesn't happen often. I mean, like I said, this is the only time that this ever even went that.
Because that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, I'm having a hard time is because.
Everything has its first time. Your first beer, your first girlfriend.
Right, but how long have you been on the internet?
Well, since I was young.
How old?
When it came out, I don't know. Whatever
Okay,
it was.
so you've been on the internet.
Whatever year, like everybody had internet access. I don't know.
Early
Alright.
2000s.
Yes.
Yeah,
Some
so
shit.
you've been on the internet for over 20 years.
Correct.
And all of a sudden, 2 weeks ago is the first time you're like, I'm gonna send my dick to him. I don't believe you. Like, I don't believe it. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm being honest.
Listen,
I
bro,
don't
we're gonna help you make this the last one.
That's what we're trying
But we
to
just
do.
need you to be honest,
But
so
if
we
you're-
can.
I am being
We just
honest.
need an honest report to like really sift through and
I'm
like
gonna make
figure
something
out.
up and say, yeah.
No,
we
we
don't-
don't want you to make
that's not
something
what
up
we
at all.
want-
No,
that's not
no,
what we
because
want
that
out of
won't
this.
help either.
But and I understand maybe if in your drunken states,
yeah.
stupid, you this might have happened
Make
before.
bad decisions. No,
Right.
it never happened before. I've been talking to a lot of girls online and stuff like that, but never anything like that.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
I know, but I'm so hungry. Is there any good bagel places around here?
well, they're all closed.
Oh, okay. I used to live by a 24/7 bagel place, like right by my house.
Are you from New York?
Yeah, I'm from Long Island.
Oh.
I'm some punk from Long Island, for God's sakes. So you said like you've never been with a guy. Because I'm just like I'm really just trying to wrap my head around the whole thing. So she obviously is trans, you know.
Apparently, I guess. I've never seen her in real life. I guess so.
But that's what
I
you
don't
said.
even know, you don't even know if those pictures are real anyway. It could be any picture. You just get pictures off the
Well,
internet.
they,
and
I mean,
post
well,
them.
they,
I don't
Yeah.
know if that's a real person.
well, we know it's
we
real.
don't know.
Like we
We know
Skyped
she's
them.
real, yeah.
we Skyped
you met
them.
her?
Yeah,
we
yeah,
Skyped
yeah,
over
she's real.
Skype, you know.
Okay.
And like we haven't met her in person yet, but she's real. I'm just looking at. I was making sure like our appointment is okay. Just she's.
And I'm not gonna lie, after meeting her, like I know what I read she said in here. It seemed like she was ready for whatever, but after meeting her on the Skype, she's just another man.
Yeah.
You know, she would have came to your door, you would have like talked to her for a few seconds and been like, "This is like, what am I doing?" You would have had. Think about it, man. How old are you again?
54.
So count from to 54. You know what I mean? It'd take you a while.
That's like you could be your great grandpa at this point.
Right.
Even just having a normal conversation with us, you'd probably be like, "These are immature."
Some
And,
punk
I
ass
mean,
kids,
we're
'cause we
20-year-olds.
are. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I
It's
didn't say that.
No, but I'm just
No.
saying though, there's such like a big gap that it's just different timelines, bro. Just different things.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. But.
Yeah, and you know, like I was saying before, like I know it's like a difficult thing. Like this is weird. Like two guys coming to your door late at night talking to you about this. I understand,
Better
Yeah,
than
it's a little weird. Yeah.
and like you've been forthcoming about her at least for the most part. But I think maybe the reason why we're not talking about the other stuff that's happened that's kind of led to this because, dude, there's no way you just woke up and we're like, seems cool with me. Like, dude, you work in the DA's office. Like, you know how this goes. Like, it's not. It's
Right, so I know better, but I didn't know better because I made a stupid mistake.
right, but like,
Of course I know
But,
better.
but 54, man. Like, you're not just like waking up and all of a sudden this is your vibe. Like, this usually it's.
it trickles down. It like changes. You know, it's almost think of it as like day by day you get more and more infatuated with this and that, and you know by the end you're like you go from not thinking about kids all the way to they're just the same as
come
you know.
over. Let's.
Yeah, like it's.
So here's what I think because you told me you never talked to another.
No.
Is I think the only other possibility that made this seem okay enough to do is like communicating with her and sending and inviting her over. Is it has to be either that.
Again, like I said, I sent that picture before the fact that I knew.
No, right?
No, he sent it before he heard the age. The
Really?
video of
She
the
said,
off, yeah.
She says, give me some pictures.
But everything
I
else.
sent her some pictures, and I didn't know what kind of pictures you want. Most people want, other type of pictures. So
Yeah, I mean-
sent regular pictures and one of that, which
Yeah.
I shouldn't have anyway, but at that point I didn't know anyway, so it was 20s. I'm like,
But you did send a lot of stuff like 2 weeks. Like you found out about her age 2 weeks ago, and yesterday you were sending a lot of other things. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna like embarrass you or nothing right now. It is what it is. But you knew about the age. You sent those things,
right.
even if it wasn't exactly your. you knew what you were doing. You knew, dress up. There's a connotation. It's almost like a role play type thing. So
correct again, but I was drunk again.
Right.
Still not an
But
excuse.
still,
Yeah, you should have.
Non-excuse.
Yeah, you shouldn't be like.
am I going to do it if I was sober? No.
But we can't, because me and him, we don't do this for a living. We, have our normal jobs, normal girlfriends, families. We can't be worried about like next Friday night, like, I hope Daniel's not doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I've never done it personally, but he's talked to multiple people where he's met them twice or 3 times.
It's happened. So.
I haven't been
Why?
doing this as long.
They did it again?
Because they keep,
Yeah,
they keep at it.
they do it
And that's
again.
what I'm trying to say.
Well, that's not good.
Of course.
That's when we
And
call the
it's-
police.
And
We
a
don't
lot of
even-
times that happens. Yeah, then typically, we typically get law enforcement involved because obviously there's something wrong.
Correct.
And in this case, though, but like I think a lot of times the reason that it happened the second time is because it happened more than the first time I was notified about, and they weren't telling me the truth.
Correct.
So it's like they go through this and they're like, okay, nothing happened. I can keep doing what I normally do, and then they hit up another one, and then I'm back at it, and then I have to get law enforcement because like I want to give like guys like you for like a chance, but the way that works is I want like just like full honesty. And because I am almost certain it's never the first time. I know you're gonna tell me it is, but I know it isn't. Like because it just never is. Otherwise, if this was the first time, I wouldn't be here. I know I wouldn't, because you're not that unlucky. So,
I am unlucky, trust me.
all right, in this case, yeah.
Well, not
because-
forget about that. Just in life.
No, okay, but like in this case, though, that's why I just want to kind of like.
I mean, I don't want you want me to say something that's not true.
No, we don't want that at all.
That's not what I'm saying.
We don't want that at all.
I don't have stuff where I can say, well, I talked to this person. I don't.
Do you have like your phone handy? Like,
I do. What?
I mean, with your permission,
Yeah.
and it's completely voluntary. May we check it out? Like, can you would you show me like some of your messages on Grindr and like Instagram, like just to show me, like, just so I can have peace of mind that there aren't any other young people being chatted with.
You got the scrub device in the car?
Yeah, I actually do. Like, if there is like some, like we actually have a machine. It's like uses like AI and whatnot to like delete any like it's mostly like that kind of thing.
I don't have any.
When those
I
images
was-
get sent, you might not know this, but there is a red ping that goes off on the IP address, and our brand, other brands, they can track those, and you don't know exactly what's being sent, what is it, who sent it, or where it's from, but you could tell like this is the ping, it's right here, something happened here.
Would you be willing to show me? Like,
I mean, what do you want to see? You want to see my TikTok text inbox,
Instagram, Grindr, like
whatever,
Most of my
DMs.
TikToks are scammers.
What are they trying to scam you with?
No, it's just like, oh, let's talk, and it's just they got 6,000 pictures and I have like 6,000 followers. It's still scammers.
6,000 pictures. 6,000 pictures of what?
Like posts or pictures? Oh, okay.
posts, yeah, or bullshit.
Like, are they ever saying like I got like these images? Like,
No,
it's never like or anything like that.
no.
They're never trying to offer you any kind of.
You can't be the first guy on TikTok that didn't get
Yeah,
that
I
sent
didn't get
to him.
offered.
You know
I
what
mean,
I
why
mean?
do I don't need just go online, look whatever.
No,
I
that's
want.
what we say too.
Of course,
I
yeah.
don't need TikTok. Why do I need anymore? I can look whatever I want to online.
Yeah,
with the
so-
reason, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, so why do I have to have somebody send me?
No, they just do it. Like that's
Yeah,
what we're
never
asking
done
you.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like a lot of times they send like
What, they're trying to sell you stuff and you have to
Yeah,
pay for
Not even
Yeah,
sell it, just try to
OnlyFans.
trade it.
yeah, kind of that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they send, and it's like they send like a preview, like here you can get the full video if you like send me a video yourself or like $20. Like
Yeah, I had that before.
That's
yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
So
we
it's
know
like,
we know you didn't do
Like
it.
on a, like, oh,
Yeah.
if you want to film with us, sign up to our page,
Yeah.
send $20. So obviously it's just,
yeah. So
I'm
like,
not gonna.
so I know obviously it's supposed to be 18 and up.
I don't know. I don't go.
No, I know. But I'm
Good for
saying,
you.
like,
Save your money.
These guys sending that like stuff.
But they'll be on like Grindr and do that. They're like, oh, we're trying to make contact for old, so maybe we can meet up and make contact.
Yeah.
Send me $20. Sign up to my page. And,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. So just going with the old thing and other shit like that, not just because some people like they're on the apps, they're trying to trade, like they're trying to get like normal good people tempted with some crazy shit. And like I know it's happened to my grandma and stuff, where like she's just on, they're like, here's like it's like here's cheese pizza. And my grandma's like, what the hell? I'm god, like, have you ever seen any like cheese pizza type anything like that?
No.
Do you know what cheese pizza is?
No.
You don't know?
No.
You never heard of it?
No.
You don't know what, like, you ever hear like Pizzagate?
No.
You don't know what Pizzagate is?
No. I'm old. I'm not that young like you guys.
No, I mean,
I don't know. I'm up with stuff, and I'm not.
No, I mean it's kind of your generation. It just like happened in our time.
Mean?
Well,
we don't got time for that.
Yeah, I mean, cheese pizza is like it's a code for like.
No, I never heard that. Never seen.
I mean, it's even happened to my grandma. Like, where like someone was like, "Hey, want to get some cheese pizza?" And she like clicked and saw some crazy.
No, it never happened.
It happens.
I believe it. I never heard of it.
And if you ever see something like that, just don't open it. Then now since you know,
I never knew. Yeah, man.
So, I mean, I'm just so confused. I'm sorry, I'm just so confused because, like, it's like inviting a 14. It's like, who does? Like, why'd you do it? Like, why? It's like if you never felt this like kind of feeling towards young like that, then what about her is like, oh, let's have her come over and like we'll play dress up. Like, I just don't understand.
I don't either.
But you did it. You're the guy. You're the source.
I did it, but I didn't do it.
But you extended.
It was
it never happened.
Like, we
in fruition.
But like, what if
it was online chats and bullshit?
But what if she did show up last night when you were drunk, all dressed up, ready to go?
I wasn't dressed up.
You sent us. I mean, you sent her a photo of you in the mirror.
Pictures from.
But you were gonna get dressed up with her when she comes over. Well, I'm not making fun of the dressing up or nothing.
That's not like we don't get.
Do your thing. It was, but
I wasn't getting dressed up, and I didn't get dressed up.
But you were inviting her over, and you sent a bunch of photos of clothes.
Yeah, because she's like, oh, I like nice outfits because I'm trans. I'm like, okay, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Because trans like to dress like women or girls or whatever.
Yeah, well, she wasn't really saying anything about dressing up. You kind of brought the clothes. You brought the dressing up into the conversation.
Correct.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and is that like kind of like a sexual thing for you, like clothes, like that kind of stuff, like wearing all the clothes and everything like that?
I guess, otherwise I wouldn't have them. But
right.
I mean, I just do it once in a while.
So you want to involve a in your gratification? That's safe to say, because why else would you introduce the clothes like into the conversation with her?
I guess because she was trans, like I said.
But like,
he was trans.
But like, so what if they're trans? They're still
true.
You were attracted to her, though. You were attracted to her. Let's be honest. Like, let's just end it here. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
All right.
Otherwise,
probably.
I wouldn't.
Exactly. Yeah, you wouldn't have invited her over, and I appreciate you being honest because I just want to move past this. But we can't go back and forth all night trying to like pull it out of you.
Forth. Like, oh, I'm going to kid. Oh, I'm going to kill a kid so they don't talk. Oh, I'm going to kill. What are your neighbors called?
Not that I know of.
Oh.
Whoa. I'll hide the camera so he doesn't.
I don't know, maybe they heard us yelling and talking.
Just tell them we're just talking, chilling.
Yeah, they come up to us, I don't know.
I'll hide the binder.
Yeah.
He's not good.
No, I'll be fine.
Why is he just showing up out of the blue?
I don't know.
You don't know?
You got nosy ass neighbors?
Not really.
Hi, officer.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
911. You guys?
Yeah, we're just here with Daniel. Daniel, you're not going to talk to 15-year-olds online anymore. You're done doing that?
Correct.
Yeah, and you're not going to invite them over for, like, gratification, like with, dressing up or whatever?
Correct.
You're not going to send them videos
We just had an hour conversation.
You're not going to send them videos of you anymore?
No.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. All right. So what's going on? You live
It's
here?
a long story.
You live here?
I
And
live
who are
upstairs.
you guys? You guys
So we're Predator Poachers. I'm Predator Poachers Long Island. My name is Mike. We posted online to catch child pornography, and in this case we met Daniel here. He sent his a video of him. It was right before he found out the girl was, but even after he found out, she continued to message her, invite her over multiple times, including tonight, which prompted us to come here. And that's why.
He sent this to you pretending to be a
Actually,
This was me pretending to be a 14-year-old trans girl. These are all the transcripts from front to back. It starts off on this. Yeah, I'll wait for it. Starts off on this app, on the Grindr app, and it leads over to text message within an hour, and we've been texting since the 6th.
Okay.
So
Who's the
me, I'm the trans
but
girl.
who's the
The
guy,
actual?
Who's the guy texting? Him?
Oh, yeah. So that's him
He's
texting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then this is me posing as the 15-year-old decoy. She's really a 22-year-old woman.
Okay.
He asked for photos of her just to see what she looks like. Sorry about my hole punching.
Available, Laurel Hollow
He sends
unit
more
available,
photos.
Laurel Hollow unit for suspicious occurrence 267.
Look, so he says he's 45 here. He's actually 54. Decoy says her age. I'm 15. He keeps trying to basically like tell her like, no, you're not 15. Kidding, right? Are you trans or not? Keeps asking questions like that. So obviously he doesn't care about the thing. Keeps trying to like be like, you're 20, right? Because I can't be with you if you're not. But she keeps reiterating, no, I'm 15. My real age is. Keeps saying it. I'm sorry, I'm 15. I'm not gonna lie. So she keeps reiterating it. I get that. It's fine, chilling and drinks.
Okay.
They get a lot worse.
Has he sent anything to a actual girl, or has he just sent this to
No,
you?
but we've just
To me, but he thought it was a 15-year-old. That's a felony.
No, but they were on
Listen.
Grindr saying they were 20.
All right.
No. We just showed you the
Wait,
text
let's
right
back
here.
up.
Yeah, let's back up right
It
here.
was Grindr. It was.
Let's back up.
So these guys put this on Grindr said she's 20. So it's okay. That's cool.
Because we can't say we're 30.
Yeah, otherwise
Why
you get
would
kicked
you?
off the app.
So why would you
I
make
know
fake
you guys.
profile online?
So we can catch you.
So why would you say you're 20? It's not illegal.
Because, well, once you found out the age, you kept the conversation going.
Yeah, it got even worse.
You said a bait and switch.
So
Okay.
when you knew she was
Can't say
15,
she's on Grindr.
you found out she was 15 two
Yeah,
weeks
so-
ago. Let me finish. You found out she was 15 2 weeks ago, and here you are last night sending photos of you in lingerie.
Okay.
So don't tell me you didn't know nothing.
So
or
he sent the pictures in lingerie. Did he say anything else? Like
So-
text messages?
so the-
yeah,
Yeah,
just go through it yourself if you would like.
Yeah, I'll bring it over. Yeah. I know what you guys are doing.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Cool.
That's not cool.
Oh, it is.
No, it is cool because we catch guys like you.
And he works for the DA's office in Suffolk County.
License
Where I've actually. Yeah. And
Here you
I've
go, sir. Not to
testified
sneak up from behind.
Keep your hands out of it.
So.
So, did you guys? Was he planning to meet?
Yeah, he invited her over
her
tonight.
Last night and today.
Okay.
And that's why.
And
we're
so
here.
you guys, he thought you guys were going to be the.
Yeah, he thought I was a
Yeah.
15-year-old
Hold
trans
on,
girl.
and he admitted everything in person. We have it on video. And he works for the DA's office, and I've actually been to the DA's to testify against people like him
That is,
multiple times.
What is that?
So that's his. But
In a toy.
in his defense, he didn't like. He still thought she was 20, but even after that, he kept the conversation going, kept it and invited her over to do.
So this is when it says that's when he found out that she.
Yeah. So in his defense, he didn't send it to who he believed to be, but everything else was knowing she was inviting her over for lingerie, dress up, play, whatever.
You were saying you can't text what you wanted to do.
No, I didn't say that.
We have that on. Well, we have you on footage, Daniel, saying it's for gratifications.
Yeah, you say you get off.
It's only on text, right? Like he never calls on the phone.
No,
or
no,
anything?
only on
Okay.
text. Yeah.
What app did you? It was Grindr.
Yeah, Grinder, right to text message. Pretty simple.
And I'm guessing on the app it said 20, right?
Yeah, on the app it says 20.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can't say 13.
No, I know.
All right, you said he sent photos and video to this stuff?
Yeah. The was before the thing, but then like the lingerie and the planning meetup was
Him like half in the mirror.
yeah, and like trying to like do weird dress up play with the year old. So yeah,
You have the photos?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
all,
they're
it's
in
all
there.
in the chat.
Just
Yeah,
yeah, go to
everything-
the end. You'll see more of them. He was going crazy last night.
And he invited her again tonight too. We just running around yesterday.
Well, and I was really drunk.
Yeah,
it's not his fault. He
a
was
good-
drunk.
Yeah, just a drunk.
Don't blame him.
Whoops.
I'm not blaming anybody.
We're blaming you,
Blame
bro.
it on the
Good.
That's him. You have his ID?
No, you ready?
It's inside, yeah.
Yeah, and when I asked if I could see other conversations to prove he's not talking to other issues, I told him it's voluntary. And the whole thing was voluntary, but you know, he didn't want to show me. I'm sure he doesn't. But
No, I'm
this,
sure I
this is the
didn't.
very first time.
You're not in my head. Don't tell me that.
All right, well, listen, you thought you were talking, so that's the same thing.
Well, I didn't at first.
But then you did for
But
2 weeks after, bro.
So
They told you that they were.
Yeah, but it's not true.
What do you?
Well, now it isn't, but it was. It was.
You understand what I'm saying?
That
I
fucking
need it.
guy.
Okay, I gotta go upstairs and get it.
Where's your ID?
All my partners.
And he has his phone on him, and that's where he did all the conversing. So you might want to get the phone. I don't know.
Are you good here, D'Amico?
Yeah.
Why?
What do you think?
What do you think?
Let's go get your ID. Come on.
You're a I don't know. Yes, you are.
Listen to them. Let's go.
Available for below unit, available for below unit to respond with the fire department for dated 293 code 878 Peters Palm Road.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're both Long Island groups. I just started a few weeks ago.
I've seen other ones.
Yeah, like JD on in them.
I've seen him do it with Steven.
Yeah. You ever see the big guy with the red beard?
7 additional assistance.
Oh, okay, that's his boss.
I'm not sure. I might have.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
7 be advised.
This is not my real hair. I forgot to.
I know you forgot to pull it off.
I forgot I was wearing it. Ah,
He's gonna pull it off because he's a cross-dresser.
yeah,
too.
it's a
He
big
likes
look.
wearing
It's
wigs.
not, you know.
Like,
I
I'm just
understand.
like you.
It's just hard to admit.
Our boss is coming, by the way. So
Cool.
he's I don't think I've never dealt with one of you guys. So
Okay.
Yeah.
we're gonna see how they want to handle it. Our precinct's right across the street.
Oh,
Awesome.
Like
convenient.
like that word tower is our precinct.
Oh, sounds good. That's awesome. Huh. Yeah, no, this guy, he works for the DA and stuff.
That's crazy. I had
know,
no
I didn't
idea.
know
When he
that.
said that, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, and I didn't want to say, oh, I've been there to testify against.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
it's
He lives
a.
over a family dentist. It's clearly not safe.
We thought he was a dentist at
Yeah.
first. DA is crazier.
I know. He knows rates,
All right. If you want anything, I should talk about partners.
Come over here. Just sit on the front porch.
It's always big when someone in the DA office gets caught.
Holy hell.
Then it's like, this is why they're not taking our cases.
No wonder.
You son of a.
Here, he was posing as a 15-year-old trans girl on the app Grindr.
Okay.
And Daniel here messaged the account and initially sent the penis video, but then found out the age was 4. And instead of stopping the conversation, he kept the conversation going, got very flirty. Talked about like invite her over here multiple times to like do some kind of cross-dressing display. He admits us, he had gratification out of it, and he did invite her here last night and tonight, which prompted us to come and have a conversation about it.
And what did he say when you guys showed up?
He admitted everything. That he was at first he was like she's 20, but like multiple times in the conversations, like she said she was 13.
Yeah, she kept you could read in the text, she keeps reiterating it, like, no, I'm like, if you don't like that, you can move on, and he keeps going.
Okay.
Yeah, and he blamed on him like getting drunk and like having lapse of judgment. But it's not an excuse.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah, and he also works for the DA office in Suffolk County.
Okay.
So.
Do you know what he does?
I'm not sure his exact.
He wasn't too
position.
specific.
Yeah, he said he works there for the past 2 years.
All right.
And he knows all of, like the sheriffs, the chiefs, and
He said he knows that one guy, Pat.
Yeah, Pat,
Rates.
the
that's
district
the
attorney.
DA.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is I'll have one of the officers take a statement. I guess you said you were posing as the.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, and we both did the interview together.
Okay. So we'll take a statement from him.
Yeah.
Basically just saying what you did.
Mhm.
In terms of like, you have like digital evidence.
Yeah,
of
we
course.
have all that.
All
We'll
right,
have to
so-
send it to you. And we'll also send you the interview as well of us in front of his house.
Right. So basically, since you guys are civilians, we can't really like use any of that as a basis for like prosecution.
Right.
We can take that evidence and we'll forward it to the detectives.
Yeah.
They'll look into it. They'll confer with district attorney, see if there's any kind of charges that can be brought.
Yeah, or even like because like when I asked him at one point if there's like other to talk to, he denied it. He's like, "This is the first time."
Yeah.
I
So that now that we're gonna have his information, we'll do an investigation into him, make sure there's nothing else going on.
And like, he didn't admit to charge or anything, but like, I'm sure like whether he got charged or not, I think he's definitely talked to other men on the app. So like,
okay, yeah.
if it's possible to like get a hold of his phone or something. Like,
We're gonna make every effort. Now that we have it. So
yeah,
I appreciate that.
You guys just want to? Is this your car?
That's mine. Yeah.
All right.
We can
So,
move out.
Yeah, we're just going to take a statement from you, like I said, and then
That's
we'll
fine.
forward everything along, the routes it has to go.
Cool.
And then we'll take it from there.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Yep.
Do you want to keep this? Because I got copies. If that would make
So
it
what
easier.
we're gonna